After a very uneventful sluice, we're headed into the Sprawl, probably planning to kill the librarian, try and pick up some interesting trinkets, and also, we scouted the creature den, that's nice. We have a hospital, which we're going to need. Hypochondriac is going to start biting pretty hard, pretty quick here. But let's, we're going to take a left and go to the creature den, and things may get a little spicy here. I'm fearful. We're starting out without our stress zeroed, and I have a difficult decision to make with Al here. So, Al currently has a 20%, you're gaining vulnerable on miss. I think that's probably okay. And Baldwin should be resisting a lot of blinds at this point. His debuff resist is all the way up to 58, which is pretty decent.
Sharpen your blades, that we may properly excise our portion.
All right, this is tearing us apart, unfortunately. Now, you and Baldwin, you can take a hit. You moving forward with Al is good, and moving backwards with Paracelsus. This is probably the right one, because I think you and Paracelsus are neutral. Yeah, I don't really want to push that relationship any further. Ah, good. The love triangles are already starting to begin. Beautiful. Love having him going first, though. This is good for business. We definitely need more options for generating combo on this team. Absolutely wonderful, Peyton. What can I say? I saved the Clotting Poultice, which I'm now realizing I guess there was a world in which that was not entirely what we wanted to have go on, but let's see. I think we can't stand fast, but we're generating combo. Love to see the stress heal. So okay, so you're not dead, but you will be dead. You'll be dead. You we can kill, but this guy we don't know if we can kill. So so here's the problem. If we stun this guy to make it so that we go first, this guy's likely going to eat. So I'm just going to kill this guy instead, even though I think that that complicates our plan here a little bit. 3 and 4. Wow, the breakpoints are not ideal. Now you're going and you're going, so you're both going to die because of Magnesium Rain, and then this guy's likely going to feast. There's not much we can do about that. Jason, I was super underwhelmed by the uncommon seashell, and I think I am doubly uninterested with a Tempest leper. We kind of knew that the necrophage was coming. Not a lot to do there, but yeah, I don't think the uncommon seashell on the leper is much good at all. So I think we're probably not going to bother trying to keep our torch up. This guy's roasted. Trying to decide if we just withstand first. I think we still swing into it, even though the defense is going to be a problem. But getting his debuff resist up is going to make him quite the monster. We're going to go for the stun there. Or the daze, that is, because we haven't upgraded the skill yet. Now, the timing is important here, to be sure. I believe we're going to get a full turn if we put this guy on Death's Door here, which... it's more than 50-50. Alright, please die. Nice. We should get a full turn without the enemy getting any actions. Spiders. Yep. here they are. Welcome, welcome, everybody. I'm gonna go with Retribution here because it's good for stripping. It's good for stripping dodge. So now we are potentially proccing vulnerable here. Okay, we didn't get it, so that's good. I think we just keep swinging for the fences here. That was a 25% chance, but we're gonna try and do a number on the back two here. But I think we go for that to get everybody fully undodged. Blighting spiders is never a good idea, but oh, that crit token though, that is a good idea. Goodbye, spiders. Bon voyage, fare thee well. Barristan getting stunned is not the end of the world. I think we're going to be able to clean this up pretty nicely. Man, even at 58% blind, we're still taking a lot of blinds. It really makes me question the efficacy of going for a build where you go for resist, resists. Like, I've always assumed that would be quite strong on the Tempest Leper, but it seems not necessarily to be the case. Okay, we get the bonus mastery, which is good. And combat items is not great. The laudanum is a big get for us, though, to be sure. I haven't really looked at combat items in general, so let's just allocate the ones that we have. Put that there. The ablative powder is going to be great for the librarian fight, and just in case we end up with some awkward stuff going there. Yeah, Peyton, I don't want to say they don't work, but I have definitely had mixed results with them. I'm going to go left. It takes us down a bit, and I'd much rather have stress building on Baldwin. And I think we've scouted basically everything I care to scout. So, but yeah, looking at the uncommon seashell as we go. So I don't think I'm going to be using Intimidate much because I don't really want the taunt from it. And then the bleed is a downside, and the negative tokens are not particularly enthralling from my perspective. The damage reduction on a Tempest is not that interesting. Burn, baby, burn.
An unavoidable end.
So I'm doing this to hopefully get the combo. Although, since we didn't get the move, the combo is less beneficial. Like, I'm probably not going to bother using the leper to kill this guy. He's nearly dead anyways. Well, it's a miss otherwise. I think getting a kill is good here. I'm always surprised when we don't get any stress healing from crits like that. I'm very impressed by the damage that Rampart is doing, though, I will say. Would have liked to have gotten a Solemnity off before we finished that fight, but I don't think it was worth trying to delay there. Meditative Totem is good. That will help, because I don't think we're going to have quite enough money to get rid of all the negative quirks that we are currently sporting. Yeah, I mean, I think that it is... Whoa. +3 stress? No, thank you. Who can take the hit on relationship with Paracelsus? Also, why is Paracelsus proving such a crummy person? I guess it's you and Paracelsus, but I hate to... Actually, I hate to do it, and... Yeah, we're gaining nothing and losing everything. But I'm not going to take 3 stress. I can't imagine anything that was offering that was going to make that worth it. Alright, we have a guaranteed cultist fight, which isn't bad. I don't mind picking up a Dark Impulse along the way. That's just repairing a relationship that's already pretty healthy. We're well suited to this fight, for sure. The strength of this team is without question our backline damage projection capacity. Him being one off is a bit of a bummer, but we're gonna have a way to hit him again anyways. And Barristan's gonna take some abuse for us. I'll probably start using Laudanum on him. Because, well, I'll probably wait and see if we cap out here. Do the 50-50 or go for the Solemnity. Let's, yeah, I'm gonna, since we got 2 resists there, I'm just gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go for the Solemnity. It's not the sexy play, but I think it's better than the alternative. Let's push you back, because in pushing him back, we also are going to double dip on the Ceiling Spaghetti. I agree. Good teamwork, team. And then... There's no way we're killing this guy. So let's go for Ounce, because I think it'll build a bit of relationship, potentially. Or at least gives us a lot of potential procs. Yeah. Now the question... So the question is, we're going into a cultist fight. That's fine. I'm not super worried about that. Apply Daze on hit. Apply Speed on miss. Dead Ringer. I think that's trash, honestly. I think that from my perspective, to make this trinket worth it, if it was a 50% chance of daze and a 20% chance of speed, I think then I'd probably consider it. But in its current form, I can't say that I see the value in it. For the cultist fight, we're much more likely to bleed. Excuse me. And I think we leave things relatively as they are. For the librarian fight, though, I may switch things up, because I think Baldwin is not going to have... Baldwin's not going to be doing much. But neither is Barristan. They're both going to be kind of sitting back and just being miserable. This is a step in the right direction for 2 of them. And then... I don't think the move is necessarily a bad thing. We're just hoping we don't see a Deacon here. So the Cherubs, they move back twice. That's very unfortunate. Let's see. I think we want that so that we don't end up getting surprised. Barristan's taking it like a champ. The bleed resist that I got him was about as effective as we expected it to be. Thank you, Peyton. Thank you. I'm not too terribly worried about this fight, I don't think. Yeah, why not? Just put some damage in. What's the worst that can happen? So I have a suspicion. I think, from what we have seen so far, we've been surprisingly consistent at resisting debuffs on our leper after the start of battle, but not at the start of battle. And I'm wondering if there's something to that. Let's see. I think you're the other one. I'm gonna try and daze you. Hey, Elaine, welcome. How are you doing? Barristan is 1 hit point shy. We're gonna see if we can just put some work in here. Double ordained for this fight also was pretty unfortunate.
A slow dissection.
And I think I'm just gonna roll the dice here again. All right, we're doing work with our leper for sure. Don't love the blind. It's probably gonna land right with the unchecked power if I had to guess. 3 and 7. You're annoying enough that I am gonna put a second blight stack on you to finish things up. And then I'm gonna try to put this out of position, and the daze is nice too. There's the crit, but no unchecked power, unfortunately. Also, Weakening Curse, to my knowledge, cannot crit. So the fact that, oh wow, we just hit the 5% there on Deathblow resist. Oh, we have Unyielding. Never mind. Should have put some damage in here for sure. I did not realize we were dealing with unyielding enemies. That makes a difference. If we're being honest, Barristan resisting that was probably slightly suboptimal. Okay. I'll take that. I think we left Rid Reconstitution on the board, so I might roll the dice on a chunky Rid. Yep. Okay, nice. Not bad. Don't like where Barristan is stress-wise, but I've been kind of holding off, hoping that we could get a bolster going first.
And blaze the trail to your redemption. The loathing festers.
So let's see. So now that we've gotten through that fight, we definitely want the fire resist, which means we're gonna take this off even if we're replacing it with nothing. And then we've already put some ablative powders out there. I'll give you the holy water. Give you the laudanum when it doesn't fester. Hey, Innie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I can put this here, and I'll put the smoke bomb there. I'm not planning on using the smoke bomb against the librarian. And then I just have to decide who I'm tanking the librarian on. That's the question here. I think it's Barristan, and we're just going to like spam Retribution to get that little bit of extra damage. But then the question is, what is Baldwin doing? I don't really want to be using Intimidate. Maybe I use Purge, and I knock the books back. That's an interesting thought. So Baldwin is purging, Barristan is taunting, Al and Paracelsus are burning him down. I think that's all reasonable. And then the reason I don't want to spread the damage is because I want Barristan, yeah, I mean, but neither does Baldwin, right, Peyton? That's kind of the problem is we have two heavy hitters in the back. We're also very susceptible to shuffle in the final fight. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. I've never tried it before, but yeah, I think it could be very interesting. Oh man, my upstairs neighbor, there was just quite the thud. I haven't, like, I've never tested it out either. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm hoping I can get Barristan's stress down at least a little here. Ooh, the double resist is a bummer for sure. Sacrificial is going to have a bad time. Good resist there.
Early results are encouraging.
I'll debate that only ever so slightly, and then either of these back folks. What was that stress from? Oh, you still have Pacifist. Wow, we've gotten very lucky with our Pacifist procs that I didn't notice that up until now. That's gonna be messy. This poor guy is not making nearly the progress he's supposed to be.
A slow suffering begins.
I'm gonna fish here.
Collaboration confers advantage.
How does loathing fester? I would say that loathing festers by being left unattended and getting worse over time. But I agree. It's an interesting turn of phrase. Okay, I like our speed rolls. Can we land some blights, though? Thank you, game. Don't like that this dude is ordained. Love the crit. Love the crit. I do think that is the primary modality of festering, Peyton. Okay, that's not a big deal. I think I just roll through this, though. I'm doing a lot of just swinging for the fences, and man, those blinds, they just keep landing, don't they? Okay, I can dig that, though. You're roasted. The blights are not landing. Granted, we're not rolling an alchemist or anything like that, but we've gotten some unlucky rolls, to be sure. Oh. Well, that's really gonna complicate things for our for our leper. Glad we had an action we could do. Don't like taking hits on the occultist just because we are not exactly Oh, it surely is, Innie. It surely is. Let's see. I think that removes the dodge without taking a riposte, so that's good. And as much as I want to do other things, I think another bolster is in order here. Make sure we're keeping that stress down. Could have moved him forward. I wouldn't have complained about that. Oh my gosh, and you're literally going to have to pass your turn because you have Immobilize. Well, we can Holy Water to remove the Immobilize. Better than taking the stress, I think. But rather unfortunate. And then we'll wail on him, because even if we took the riposte, it would have been relatively minor. On cooldown for Weakening Curse. I forgot Weakening Curse had a cooldown, if I'm being 100% honest. And then we should be dropping an absolute monster of a bomb on this guy. There we go.
The work continues.
Okay. Greater Sacrificial Host is pretty much garbage. Heartseeker is pretty much garbage. Laden Lantern we're not excited about. Smoldering Hymnal is good, and Complete Catalog is okay. So it's not a great result, but
He teeters madly upon his ladder, reveling in the fiery destruction of human accomplishment.
Abyssal does have a tendency of putting some damage in on these, but he's only going to do 1 net damage there because it goes in 15 increments of 15. Love that stress heal. And then I think we open with Stand Fast. And then we're going to start stacking ablative powders here. The resist is bad, but shuffle is non-existent. Interesting. Okay, so what happens when we do this? I mean, that certainly worked.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Crit's not doing us much good. Since it's going to be Retribution. We're kind of hoping we pick up an extra taunt token from one of the attacks due to Braggart.
Bravo!
I really don't know if I'm causing myself a lot of heartache with this purge here. So he's going to kill this on the next turn. I think we don't purge here. I think we prepare for him to kill this one and start dropping big damage. So I think we just Reflection to remove the stress and hold off, because if we push this one back, then he's on the front, and that's not good for us. We're up to 120 fire resist on Barristan. That's probably good for something. So the temptation here is to do a stress heal. But no. Given how much we've invested in putting ablative powder on him, I think we do this, and then maybe we catch a stress heal next turn. Yep. We knew Burning Bright was coming. That's just the price of admission.
An opportunity. Squandered.
Stress is getting a little spicy, though. Oh, man. Couldn't that have been... Couldn't you have redirected that slightly, my friend? I hate that he has one action before Barristan, and Al really low rolled. We're definitely in some danger of a meltdown here. Fumbling and stupefied indeed. Now we definitely need to take this off. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a way to do any damage, and Well, we got Barristan's stress under control. We're going to take some hits. The hits going on our leper are best case scenario, so... Okay. Seems good. Don't have an action here though, unfortunately. I'm gonna keep trying to keep this under control. Oh, really wish we have generated no unchecked power. We have a 33% chance after 5 rounds and have gotten nothing out of it. That's kind of a bummer. Okay, so here's a play. We pull this forward. I don't know that that helped us. Probably hurt us, actually, if I'm being honest. We get the kill, but... yeah, pulling that book forward was not as good as I thought it was. The advantage of pulling that book forward was that it potentially protected us from a burn bright. But turn start, first round you gain strength. If on fire, gains 6 speed. It works nicely with the complete catalog, because we're occasionally going to be lighting ourselves on fire. And then I think extra actions right now I want on Al. Barristan can put this on. There's no downside. These are not useful anymore. If turn start is speed less than 2, you get blinded. And I mean, for now, we'll put the Laden Lantern here. I think your speed is high enough that that's not going to be a problem. Heartseeker, I don't see as worth it. 15% healing received feels really punishing. Dead Ringer is garbage too, so I think we just do that. All right. I'm feeling a little better about the mastery situation. We have a good bankroll and a lot of negative quirks to burn off. So I think that's all good. 4 corpses in a rolling coffin. All right, Barristan's going to do some relationship damage. Yep. And I think he and Paracelsus are not in as terrible shape as I expected. Wow, this road battle was way down the road. Holy cow. Oh, pillaging brigands. Sounds like we're gonna get some murder hobos. Yep. I probably should have started with Magnesium Rain, given that now we have the Laden Lantern, and I really just wanted to strip away some dodge tokens. Bellow could be... I could be convinced that Bellow is worth picking up also here.
A promising development.
Opportunists and dogs. Yes, indeed. Okay, I guess we just do that. We take that away. We don't resist the blind. Feels a little bad. Heal is nice. I think I'm gonna work on some stress as well here, just to, because like these guys hitting us is not great, but it's not terrible. We really need something we can do in the front line. Maybe I put Sack Stab on, even though we're not getting the benefit from it. Because it almost feels like a waste. I mean, we can incurse gains a combo, which is good for sure. And then I think we just do that to be safe.
But a welcome one nonetheless.
I take 1 turn off from taunting. And what happens? The blind is stacking, that's for sure. I think we just keep on this treadmill. I underestimated you. Oh, I love that. That was not what I was anticipating, expecting, or hoping for, but I'll take it. Combo. Combo. Don't think Solemnity's getting... I mean, I'll do it just for the stress heal, I think. This is downright depressing what we have going on with Al, though.
A little help impeccably timed.
I really need to get Rampart upgraded so we can start benefiting from the stun component of it. But everyone's in that magic witching hour of 3 stress. Just on the verge, we're gonna start driving again, and they're all gonna get a little cranky, and then they're all gonna start ruining their relationships once they pick up that 1 stress proc. You love to see it. Okay, so combat items, we've picked up some interesting stuff. I'll probably let the ablative powder go at this point. It was nice while it lasted, but invigorating toxins I will likely never use. Honestly, the pouch of lie I might use, but we've got the loathing at abating level. At abatement? I don't even know. Hypochondria. We have not picked up a disease from that yet. Braggart is almost good. Pacifist definitely needs to go.
Even the worst habits can be overcome.
Flawed release I don't like. So I'm going to get rid of it, especially since that's the trophy that we're working with. Hypochondria must go. I don't really care that he's deathly afraid of slime mold. I'm looking at greedy and neat freak. But let's... I feel like given we don't have a dedicated stress healer, I should probably buy all the laudanum. Which leaves us with 1 more to get rid of. What is this one? I'm gonna get rid of dark curiosity. No, I think that interfaces well with academics. I'm gonna get rid of neat freak. It's listed as a more impactful one. That's what that star means. So I'll do that. And now we're broke. But we're gonna have a little more capacity for stress healing thanks to the mountain of laudanum we've collected. Oh, we have another hospital. How nice. So yeah, Peyton, I think that's one thing that's been challenging is the 5 and 3 breakpoints for stress feel very difficult to play around, because a lot of times you're like, oh, I need to gain stress in order to lose stress, and that's a weird dynamic, to say the least.
A slow dissection, an unavoidable end.
Right? Because right now I'm in this awkward place where I'm hoping people pick up stress, which, you know, always sounds a little weird. Because I really don't want to spend the laudanum until we get a stress heal off. I think she's the biggest risk. So I'm going to try and yank her forward. All right, well, you try. It's something that there have been a fair number of conversations about throughout my streaming of it. But I think that the thing that really hurts is the current driving mechanic means that sometimes you just get stuck in a situation where there's nothing you can do, right? You're just driving along watching your team kind of crumble, and that feels really bad. I think I'm just gonna go for another ceiling spaghetti here. Get her on death's door. Hope that... Oh, unyielding again? Really, game? But yeah, like, you get into that situation, and in the previous game, in Darkest Dungeon 1, you had a bit more recourse for how you were going to handle that. You could choose to camp when stress was starting to mount. And I have this feeling that they need something like that. They need some type of intervention where when you're on the road, you can do something to intervene to stop a meltdown, but it has some cost. That terrible precipice indeed. Yeah, I think that's one of the hardest aspects. And then this is a tough... I mean, I think we just swing at this guy, unfortunately. Unyielding is making her a real thorn in my side. Yeah. And she's going to heal herself, and yep. We're right back where we started. Oh, okay. We're right back where we started, but with... actually, this guy's going to move to the front next turn. I really want to get rid of her. I'm gonna risk putting the damage in on her and assume that the leper can take out this duder. But yeah, I think there's something missing in Agency. They have on their roadmap that they're going to rework the driving system. I think that's smart, because I think that in its current form, it's not particularly engaging or interesting. That's another thing that I've noted is, like, I've played a lot of rounds. Most of my runs find themselves in that middle ground of being about like 5 hours long, give or take. I usually finish stream a little early, and a lot of that time is just spent kind of, I don't want to say wasted, but, you know, it does feel a little bit that way. And this is really frustrating. I think I'm going to go for the stress heal, even though I was holding out for one of these two to get something going on. 22? I don't think we do 22, but I'm going to do that, fishing for some relationship, and then... Oh, we might be over the Solemnity threshold. We're not. Okay. Yeah. We'll now be over the Solemnity threshold, although we're probably not going to get a chance to utilize Solemnity. I don't want to take another hit, but I do want to get the heal. So I think I... Who do you need relationship with? Paracelsus most of all. I think there's certainly an argument to be made for something that looks more like that. I just realized I think I potentially ruined us here. It's gonna come down to a 50-50 because I didn't put anything on. Oh my gosh, the stress. I don't have a way to proc. I don't have a way to oh my gosh, it's going to be a 15% chance to get the win here. I think we're going to fail this battle. 25% chance to hit. We get it. You may have missed the sleight of hand of me coming over here and tweaking the RNG system of the game to get that to work out in my favor. Not really, but that was very, very lucky. Well, 1 in 4, not that lucky, but yeah, that was a misplay. I think I need Al to have. I'm gonna buy 2 more laudanum here. I think stocking up on as much laudanum as possible is the play. I need Al to have sacrificial stab, I think, over weakening curse, just so we have something to hit with. I don't like it, but Also, how's our inventory looking? Good RNG means that I'm good. That's a very charitable interpretation. I'm gonna go left here so that we pick up an extra road battle. We'll probably do this into the hero shrine. We're not really looking for anything else at this point. Like, a hoarder wouldn't be that advantageous because our baubles aren't that high. I saw that negative relationship, Pip. Don't think I didn't see it. Oh, the crack shot is going super early in the rotation. We also got the ultra low roll of the double blind to start here, which is a bummer. The combo plus means we're going to be able to get the work that we need to get done. And then I think this fight is safe enough that I want to get the early bolster to try and get ahead of things a little bit. But this is why having your tank and your stress healer be the same person is the absolute worst. It's why I like to run strictly tank on Barristan. So this hits for 14, this hits for 18. All right, let's just blow you up. I was wondering if that was just going to be a straight up kill. Ooh, didn't even get the daze there. I was kind of banking on the daze. Just doing this for relationship. We have enough combat items right now that I think it's not worth the risk. And sometimes you hit not with the character you expected to hit with. Go figure. But yeah, that's one of the things I like about Darkest Dungeon is you can't get lucky forever. Minus 10% max HP seems pretty like something I'm not interested in. That's nice. That gets Al to the point where his next negative will be a... Oh, everyone agrees. You are the best. And then... This improves Baldwin and Barristan. Barristan, you are already tight. And then you... Yeah, this is the least effective. So I think this is the best one. We'll take the blind tokens. But everyone agreeing is a beautiful thing. It's a lot of tokens. Okay, that blind worked out nicely. Now, what is causing... Every time Barristan gets missed... Ah, gain when missed. Daredevil's something we could potentially build around, generating some tokens. That would be interesting. One other thing, we haven't talked about it, but I feel like when you attack into combo with the leper, it should remove a blind stack, right? So it does the hit, you get the hit guaranteed, but it leaves the token, which I've always felt like is a little bit unfortunate. Because I think that the value of going for a combo attack like that should be a little higher. It takes a lot to enable combo, and so I think it's really beneficial to, like, it should be strongly encouraged to find combo synergy, and I think that's a great way to do that. Get absolutely wrecked. Yeah, it's a little thing, Peyton, but I think it would make a huge difference. And then days on my already slowest character is going to make about as much difference as you would expect it to. Wow, not landing the blight seems extra sad now. Yeah, I mean, I think that the leper is already very strong. Although I will say, ooh, yeah, Songbook of Touching Dirges is huge. I do think that the leper is a stronger tank than a damage dealer. Just full stop, even when we're discussing the Tempest varietal. I would take a tank leper over them any day. Turn start, gain on miss weakness. Not that excited about it. Bottling cases is going to be nice for laudanum stacking, since we're doing a fair amount of that. I think that we're almost done here, so I'll get rid of the ablative and the neutralizing. There's a small argument for the pouches of lie to be worth something. No matter what, someone's going up to 3 stress, and I think knowing that there's a hero shrine, a fight, and a resistance encounter, I'm just going to go straight ahead. I also like that Baldwin is... Baldwin is losing stress there. I thought that Baldwin was gaining stress. I got those reversed in my head, but that would have been... It would have been beneficial, because anytime we can stack up stress on Baldwin is good for business. So knocking off the block initially. So okay, so hold on. So when you load shot, he moves back and he gains taunt. I think it's still worth tunnel visioning on the big boy. I was doing that mostly for the combo. Double pounder encounter? That seems like Nightmare Fuel. Okay, so quite not worth the price of entry. Now that I look at it. So I think I've never tried taking out the pounder first. I think it's gonna come back to bite me. That's how I'm feeling right now. So I'm gonna do that because I don't think we're getting the kill. Oh, come on, game. All right, well, wasted a smoke bomb. Smoldering Hymnal coming in big. But I guess getting those lucky crits, it's worth it. And then Ounce for a little bit of potential friendship. Look at me buffing everybody. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Same thing here. We have the easy kill. So let's take a look at. Oh, let's try and push Al over the threshold. No dice. Yeah, double pounder would be truly awful. That might be up there, like. Yeah, that might be way up there in the no thank you very much category. So for now, I'm going to put this here. I don't really want to debuff Al. Like, Al would be the other one who would be taking one of these. Barristan could also take one, but I don't want his speed going down. His speed is already bad enough. So I think that was just an in-place upgrade. Also, hello, darkness, my old friend. Where the heck are we? We were stuck in a tapestry. So far, the stress is going okay. We did fail on the uncommon seashell, but as we were talking about before, I don't see a world in which it was ever going to get equipped. I was going to throw it away immediately anyways.
They revel in debauchery. debasing themselves
Oh.
in the face of the end.
Do I want to fight at the cost of 2 relationships? I don't think so. And I'd rather lose Torch. I don't mind if we have a cultist encounter. You and Barristan are going to take a step back, but... yeah, we're probably now signed up for yeah, a cultist encounter is an inevitability. I don't know how much we lose per leg, but it is... actually, let's keep an eye on this. So we just declined to do it. We were at 10, now we're at 4. So we lose 6 per pip. We lost 3 that time, so we're at 1. Okay, Torch is out.
By confronting the past, we learn to face the future.
So you want double Shamblers, Innie? That's what you're looking for? Double Wilbur? I think double Shamblers, like, might not even be that scary. It would be pretty annoying, if I'm being honest.
Trust your
Let's see. Do we want to go for helping people? If we go to the question, yeah, let's roll the dice on an assistance encounter. I like the way the stress lands on the assistance encounter a little more, because we can clear out Baldwin's. I don't love that Owl took a bit.
Let us temper this.
Yeah, because there'd be nothing. Well, although Innie, right, what would happen is the first Shambler would die, and then the second Shambler would summon tentacles. So that would be probably not the best. That would probably be pretty nasty. Oh, the lack of move really hurts there. That means Paracelsus is going to be dropping, is going to be taking a, well, I guess we'll do this one, remove some dodge. It's not great, but yeah, so the path forward might have been, yeah, the best path forward might be to get them both down at the same time. But that's really, really, really hard to do, especially since the Shambler has very high Death's Door, as I recall. So I think that would be rough on a lot of levels. Okay, that's good for bolster. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the taunt tokens are lovely. The stress heal. Well, if it's going to give us 2 stress heal, I guess I'm not going to complain too much. The dog's really... I think Al has some kibble in his pocket. Because something amiss is going on right now. And then I think... yeah, of these 2, I'll put the blight there and roll the dice on that one. Yeah, the thing that would hold you back, Peyton, is without a question the Death's Door. Their Death's Door is too high to be able to guarantee that you get them both killed before one of them has an action. Have Caltrops always had -2 move? I've never really paid attention to them. Interesting. Let's see. We like the rousing dirges. That can go now, I think. The anti-venom can go. And. Probably not going to roll the dice on the whiskey barrel. Or the whiskey bottle, excuse me. So we'll do that. And then now let's see if we get the cultist or if we make it all the way to the assistance encounter. Cultist. Oh, I really should have put the Caltrops on for the cultist. Caltrops are so good against them. Okay, the extra damage is a little scary here. That is the frenzied modifier I was just noting there. Okay. No ordained though. That's merciful. So here's unpopular hot take here. I do not think it's worth using taunt against this combination of things. And I don't want that to get out of control. That was not great. So pushing this one back, I think, was worth it. Do I... Controversial use of a holy water here, but I think I'm going to remove the buff so that I can guarantee the hit on this one, so that hopefully we can do a bit more damage. I don't think so, Innie, because they can still crit, which still is going to be generating potential stress. It's very hard to, I think, to farm on this fight, even with a cherub. Like, we get the cherub up to the front, and it's basically only blinding and enfeebling, but it can still crit. So are you, Peyton, are you referring to my reasoning for pushing back the Evangelist? So Rush Judgment is easier to handle. Yeah, so Rush Judgment is easier to handle. And these two are a large portion of the time going to be doing like Blood Bond anyways, or Nocturnal Commune. So you're not getting a lot of value out of that. And the Cherubs hit the backline half the time anyways. So I think putting an Evangelist in the back two is super beneficial because it means they're going to do Rush Judgment, which in turn means that, you know, we're going to have an easier time getting them killed. And it also puts a cherub in the front, which is similarly beneficial. Now, I think we just try and take out that cherub. We probably need to start doing some healing. See, so it's things like that that make farming relationship on this fight really challenging. This is just a random cultist encounter, and that leads me to believe that we should just go for the crit. I think we have enough other firepower to do the work. That's an occultist right there. I think it is marginal though, Peyton. I don't want to say that it's a huge difference, but I do think it has some minor implications. Now, I think getting rid of both the cherubs is more important than getting rid of this one up front. You can't get lucky all the time, Derek, right? Okay, the Stress Heal makes Solemnity less exciting, but I'm still going to do it. We going for 2 in a row? Crappy heals? The bleed is unfortunate, to be sure. Oh, that heal was pretty sweet, though. Let's see. We'll go for that one. We're hoping for the days more than anything else. No days. So now we're left... We can either do the heal here and take another hit. I don't think we want to take another hit. That's a good point too, Annie, that I had not considered. Is the implication of potentially stalling in low torchlight, I think, is doubly detrimental. Sorry, Nightshade Concoction, we're on the struggle bus here just a little bit. We did use at least one laudanum, so that frees up a spot. Put those there because there's nothing else to put there. Re-up the holy water, and we are ready to rock and roll. We came out of that pretty low stress, and now we have 2 dark impulses. This is an easy equip too. All of the minor protectorates are quite nice. The increase in healing generally on the Plague Doctor is like, doesn't have much of a downside. Oh yeah, everyone agrees we're gonna do this. Holy cow. This is 2 relationships we need to build here. So we get a lot of stuff. which we don't have a lot of space, so I'm inclined to not take a lot of stuff. Let's just do this one and take the relationship.
Abandoned or forgotten. It is
Okay, nice, Peyton. Please report back and let me know how your experience is over there. I certainly try to keep an eye on where people are having the best experience. For a while, YouTube's delay seemed a little higher, and I'm very curious to hear what your experience is. All right, let's see. I think I've already equipped everything we'd want for the final fight here, so I think we're just gonna go for it. Yeah, please do. Please do. By the way, while we're headed into this, just to remind everyone, if anyone is interested, we do have a Discord where we talk about the games that we play, talk about strategy, etc. And anyone and everyone is welcome. All right off the bat, what are we starting out with here? I think we'll start out with a stand fast. So yeah, would love to have everyone if anyone wants to come join the Discord. Also, as a side note, the Discord has a unified chat where you can go and see all the Twitch messages, all of the YouTube messages, and your messages from Discord show up on the screen. So, double Deacon, I mean, Deacon Cardinal is already more than a little unpleasant. I think double Deacon would be my least favorite because I think the damage resistance buff that alternates. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Peyton, and welcome. Excited to have you. Let's see. But yeah, I think double Deacon would be really hard because of the melee versus range damage alternation. I think that would make it an absolute nightmare. Hey, Michael, welcome. How's it going? Let's see, can we get the kill here? Yeah, high roll gets us the kill. All right, can't say I didn't try. Michael, are you a avid Darkest Dungeon player? Darkest Dungeon 2 or 1, as the case may or may not be. All right, I'm gonna finish this guy off so we have one less to worry about, and then it's not gonna take much. It's gonna take a stiff breeze to take this sacrificial out. So I think we start by blowing it up. Darkest Dungeon 1, nice. I absolutely love Darkest Dungeon 1, and for anyone who is interested, I'm a little sad about it because the entire series was on my YouTube, but the entire series is not split up into episodes. But I played a full run of Darkest Dungeon 2, the Pitch Black mod, on YouTube when I was first getting started. That remains my favorite Darkest Dungeon mod. If you haven't played it, it's an insanely good mod. It was created by Maester Silvio, who later went on to work for Red Hook, and I had an insane Pitch Black 2 run that is fully up on my YouTube, and it was so much fun. Let's see. I think we just go for Stand Fast. Yeah, it was so good, and I was so happy to see him go on to work at Red Hook, and I think a lot of his influence lives in this new game, which is cool as well. I'll roll the dice here. Hate losing a crit token to blind, but what can you do? But yeah, if you want to see something just absolutely insane, the final episode of my Pitch Black Dungeon series, if you're familiar with the ending of Pitch Black Dungeon, was one of the greatest moments in video gaming that I think I've ever experienced. Just the way that it all turned out was completely insane. No spoilers, but just boggles the mind. Completely baffling that it turned out that way. The only background that I'll give you is going into the final zone, I was unaware that Pitch Black Dungeon changed the final encounter because I had never made it that far before, and Yeah, that was, I was surprised to find out that it was slightly different. Yeah, no one told me that it was different, and to quote Illidan from World of Warcraft, I was not prepared. Not even a little bit. Five to 9. Well, it could happen. The dream is alive. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, we love that. We love to see that. I'm gonna strip away a dodge with Magnesium Rain here. Since it's not since that one doesn't count as a hit, it does not trigger trigger anything. And then I'm just gonna swing into this guy. Don't like getting crit, but most important thing is Barristan gets to go here. That was a bummer. I'm going to use one Laudanum to put him back on 5 stress. And then just going to stall. But yeah, at some point you can bet your bottom dollar that I will be returning to Darkest Dungeon 1 on stream. I'm kind of waiting to see. There's another beautiful looking mod that's come out for Darkest Dungeon. Black something, I think. Oh man, Cruel Intent. This is always the trinket that I wanted on a Tempest Leper. So let's hope we don't die here. But yeah, black. What is the? I forgot what it is. Ooh, a Deacon too is very unfortunate. Black Reliquary. Thank you, Peyton. Thank you for reminding me. That is indeed the one. Okay, the Cherub taking a bit of damage. Yeah, so I'm kind of waiting for the release because I feel like it's it has so much potential, but it's the kind of game I'm only gonna play once, I think. Okay, so we've set ourselves up nicely to put a bunch of damage on the back there. I think now we just stand fast and we're gonna be praying that the Deacon goes for his bleed attack. Or pretty much anything other than Weight of the Worlds would be fantastic. One, 5. I don't think we need the second Caltrop here. Yeah, I think there's a very low likelihood of taking any worships here. Weight of the Worlds is annoying just because of the aggregate stress. Now, we're now in melee territory. Oh, wait. Wait, now it's minus 50% melee damage? Oh, we're still on round 1. Duh. Okay, so we don't have to strip anything away. I think. Okay. Cool. I will. So you're hoping for the release to be in February? Are they that close to release, Michael? I haven't really been following it. I follow them on Twitter. So I'm unspoiled on the changes that they've made, Peyton, but I'm super interested and super curious. Can we get the days? We get the days. That's good. Now, what's our highest damage hit? That's 2 to 5, 2 to 4, 3 to 6. All right, I guess we just wail away. Yeah, and then unfortunately, oh, that was a bummer. Oh yeah. I actually, now that you mention it, I do remember seeing a tiny bit of that. I think I watched Bear Taffy play it very early on. But yeah, super. Oh, that was an insane stress resist, by the way. That was disgusting. Okay, so we do have a blind. I think I'm going to go for the pull to Dude, next year for sure, Michael. I'm excited. Now, here's where things get a little weird. I think four hit points. Okay, I think we go for the Noxious Blast, even though it strips the combo away here. Okay, the Daze is good. It's going to give us a 50-50 on the first hit here. So this is a 50-50 for one shot, and then we're still going to get one from the dots. Fingers crossed. All right, that fight went super well.
The one pleasant in the extreme. This work is noble.
We pick up some steak.
Necessary.
Distracting dust is not interesting. One healing salve feels a little bad. It did do what it needed to do. All right, so I at least want to try this out. So Owl could technically take the 15 damage, but I think the speed is too much to lose. I'm going to hang on to these two, I think, for now, even though it's a little rough. Inventory is a little rough, is the main thing. I think one Caltrops can go away for that. The Toxic Ichor, we're not that dot dependent with this team, which generally makes me a little nervous if I'm going to be 100% honest, but... so are we going to try and make this work with Baldwin? Huh, very interesting, Peyton. Thank you for your research. We could also put some damage on Barristan, but I think we're going to be going for defensive trinkets almost exclusively. So the real question is, do we keep the Peculiar Pods because they were really good on Baldwin? I think we're just going for a different build now, with super high crit chance, but it's going to mean that we absolutely need to be getting marks laid down. All right, let's try and make it work. We'll see if I regret that decision. We don't know where we're going, so I don't really want to dump the ceremonial war drum. I think the dartboard is pretty unremarkable, and then I think we probably have, yeah, we have a relic slot that's open up, so I'm just going to run over stuff hoping that all we get is relics. Relics and bread. Just relics and bread. But yeah, Black Reliquary looks like it has some really interesting dynamics, so I'm just going to wait for the 1.0 release, and then I'm absolutely going to play it on the channel. And probably play it through fully, which is potentially quite the commitment. Boisterous, Feeder Scrounger, and Shroud Scrounger. I was kind of hoping... I'll probably buy the Pipeweed. That's an easy one. The Wild Tea is also good. Very tempted by the Raven's Reach, even though it's kind of like... It's like C tier. Maybe we just... I think we probably hang on to our baubles. Now, let's see. Let's start with... Yeah. Actually, hold on. How many relationships are benefiting from this? 1... 2, 3. Yeah, okay, no, it's totally worth it. The balance is still coming up, as it were. I totally get that. And then I think I'm gonna buy the bread, the wild tea, and the pipeweed. Oh, we're full, so let's use some more in items here. Where's our negatives that we're particularly unhappy with? You have nothing good up here. Slayer of Fishfolk, I really could care less. Slayer of Cadavers and Greedy. I'll nuke that one too. Then -1 speed, just because you're all full of yum yums, right? think we're just going to have to accept that Baldwin's going to be moving a little slow. I always should look where I'm going first. 3 academic studies.
In need.
I don't mind clearing out the lair. I don't think we're getting the cosmic curiosity. That would be that would take a lot of doing. So we'll probably go to the feeder.
The tainted crop continues to spread its tendrils of rot and pestilence.
This is technically Act 3, Bosch, because we did a quick cheeky sluice right at the beginning. But we finally have a little bit of mastery to work with, which is
The greatest teacher of all.
merciful. We've been using Stand Fast fairly frequently, so I think I'll grab it. I want to grab Rampart. Al definitely needs to get Abyssal Artillery. Demon Pull as well, I think. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Bosch. This is Seething Sigh. It's Act 2. I thought you were referring to regions that we've gone through. Got it. Yes. So yes, this is Act 2. I haven't done Act 1 in ages, if I'm being honest. Let's grab Indiscriminate. We'll want that for later. Really wish Ounce had a little more, like an ounce more, more oomph to it. Solemnity is a good pickup here. I do like Bellow. I use Defender so infrequently. Retribution, though, has been doing a lot of work for us. I think I'll probably grab it, too. It's so good for making tokens. Tempted by Burning Stars. We could do Burning Stars and Chaotic Offering with our last 2. I don't feel like... Solemnity was tempting, though, too, wasn't it? Solemnity is already good enough. Sure. Let's pivot a little bit. This allows us to take Sacrificial Stab off, which is not benefiting from our Warlockery. So if we have nothing in the front, we can just Chaotic Offering into Burning Stars. Or hopefully we already have done that. And then over here, I think for now, Ounce probably goes away in favor of Indiscriminate. And then I think I'm going to put Bellow on the board, even though we didn't upgrade it. Okay. Anything else we want to buy? Oh yeah, we haven't Wainwrighted.
Must be maintained if it is to carry you where you must go.
Our last run, Plague Doctor, we're rocking, at the moment, we were using Ounce to build Relationship, but right now we're doing Noxious, Battlefield Medicine, Plague Grenade, Magnesium Rain, and Indiscriminate Science. Our last run was an Infernal Flame success on the Seething Sigh. We haven't used it yet, Michael. I'm very curious to see. Where the short answer to that is we don't have any way to generate combo with Barristan, right? Oh, Strategic Withdrawal adds combo. That's tempting. I'm going to grab that for the moment, because I think we need some combo enablers, because the Leper is now dependent on us to be applying combo. Because he's going to be blinded just 100% of the time. Wait a second. Hold on, look at this. So debuff resist is 20 plus the 33 from the hero path. We were not getting the debuff resist from Peculiar Pod, which was supposed to be another 25. How interesting. I wonder if I misread that item. I wish we still had it so that I could look at it. I'm going to grab the pipeweed here. Let's see if we can generate one more. But that explains why we were... Okay, so Barristan and Al. Let's get them to be friends. Well, I'd have to go back and look, Peyton. I read the description kind of hastily, but I was under the impression for sure that it was adding 25 more, which would have made a huge difference. All right, we've cleared out enough of our inventory. We have a decent number of baubles. We're going to look for a hoarder if we can find one.